Welcome to the Battersea Dogs and Cats Home Muddy Dog Challenge. My name's Sarah and I'm a canine behaviourist and trainer. We're sure you're going to have lots of fun and a great day out, but before we start showing you how to prepare your dog for the challenge, we have some important information to give you. So it's very important before you start training your dog for the event that you make sure that your dog is actually physically able to take part. So you need to make sure before you start training and on the day of the event that your dog isn't ill, that it's not lame, that it doesn't have any joint problems or physical limitations which might affect its performance in the event. If you're not sure at all, it's always best to check with your vet. Do bear in mind that throughout the Muddy Dog Challenge on the day, even if you've done some training off lead, your dog will need to be safely on the lead throughout the challenge. So before you start to prepare your dog for the challenge, it's really important that you start to build up your level of training and fitness gradually. And it's really important that every time you train and on the day of event that you make sure your dog has a warm-up before you start running. You should never feed your dog before exercise, and if you're going to use some treats to help with your training, try not to feed too many and keep them as small as possible. You should always take some water with you for your dog when you're training, give your dog plenty of breaks, and you should always avoid running your dog in hot weather. Remember when you are running with your dog that they're always running in a fur coat and they don't have the same capability of cooling down that you do. It's a really good idea before the event to get your dog used to running around on different types of surfaces, as they're going to encounter lots of those on the day. Now if you're going to train your dog to jump onto walls or over logs and benches, then you should always start low and always make sure that when you're training this, your dog will always land on a soft surface. You also need to have a think about the equipment that you're using for your dog. So all the dogs running in the challenge should actually be wearing a harness, and you should have your lead attached to the harness rather than their collar. If you slip over when you're running at speed, then actually you could damage your dog's neck if the lead's attached to the collar. And we'd also advise that you use just a standard normal lead rather than a retractable lead. So have a think about what motivates your dog and what they find fun, whether it's food, toys or just praise from you. And try and make the most of those things to help train your dog and get them safely around the obstacles and the course on the day. And above all, remember that this is a fun run. This is supposed to be fun for you and your dog. So both when you're training and actually during the event, never feel that you need to force your dog to go through or over or under anything. There will be stewards there who can help you. They can hold your dog for you while maybe you go through the obstacle, and they can meet you on the other side with the dog. And last of all, just do bear in mind that once you've trained your dog to enjoy the mud and sliding around in dirty ditches and lots of filthy places, they're probably going to want to enjoy this after the Muddy Dog Challenge, so do make sure that you're happy for them to do that. Enjoy the mud.